Blessings, Fierce Butterflies. It's Coach Renee, and I'm back with another video. As always, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, share the video, and by all means, please feel free to leave me a comment below because I would love to hear from you. Today, of course, is Thursday, and I was sitting down working on some content for some up-and-coming videos, and God dropped in my spirit to do a new thing. Yay! And so today I am going to officially begin the Thankful Thursdays with Coach Renee. Yeah, the Thankful Thursdays with Coach Renee. So, of course, I have so much to be thankful for, so much. And I wasn't sure on where to start with this series, and I believe that the appropriate place for me to start is to share my story on how thankful I am that my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ saved me. Telling you, he saved me. When he saved me, he saved me. And he saved me during a time that I didn't even think that God would even be, that he even loved me enough to care enough to want to save me. And so I want to share this part of my testimony. Back when I think I started using drugs when I was young, 16, 17, somewhere in there. And of course, I started off with marijuana. And then at some point, I started using cocaine. And I thought I had everything under control. I got pregnant when I graduated high school in 1983. I had my daughter in 1984. And of course, when I was pregnant, I had stopped everything, and I'm thinking, my thought process was, okay, if I can go this long without using drugs to make sure my baby was okay, then surely I could stop. So of course I had my daughter, and I was living at home at the time, but I'm sitting here like, okay, can't sit here now. You got responsibilities now. You got to step up. So I thought I was ready. So I ended up moving out of my mom's house. And then my relationship with my son's father didn't work out. So I became a single mother. And whew, it was rough. Of course I was working, but I wasn't making enough money to take care of me and my daughter the way I wanted to. So of course that was frustrating me, and that had me down, and seemed like the more problems that were on me, the more I would use drugs. So I got to a place that I was so addicted to cocaine. Oh my God, I'm talking morning, noon, night, midnight hours, early morning hours. I was so addicted. And of course, I was one of those functioning addicts where I kept my appearance clean. I went to work every day. When you saw me, you thought I was on top of the world, and I didn't want you to see my struggle. So I was hiding all of that. And the only way at the time I thought that I was able to cope with it was through using drugs. And so, things got really, really hard for me. I just felt like, I'm no good for myself. I'm no good for my daughter. I just need to exit this life. I need to exit. My daughter will be fine. I had a great family. I have a great family. Her father has a great family, and, so she was supported on both sides of the families. And I felt like, okay, she would be fine. Definitely, so I thought, much better without me. So I came up with this plan to exit. And I knew the effects of cocaine and what it could do to you, that you can actually OD on it. And so I came up with this plan to spend a little time with my daughter, tell her how much I love her and need her, hugs and kisses. And then I was sending her off to her aunt's house because, of course, I didn't want her to be at the house when I took my last breath. So there I was sitting and so depressed, crying, asking God, why didn't he love me, and why my life had to turn out the way it turned out. I mean, I was a mess. I knew that I could talk to God, but I didn't know God enough to know that He loved me or He cared for me or He was there to help me. I just knew of Him because when you was young coming up, Easter time came around, you went to church. So you know you went to church and you heard about God, but again, I didn't have a relationship with Him, so I didn't really know Him that well. So my plan was to OD on cocaine. I packed my daughter up, sent her over to her auntie's house where she spent most of her time anyway. And I got back home, closed up the house, and put my plan into action. It's time to go. It's time to die. I have no purpose here. No, I'm not good for anybody here. So I put out my plate of cocaine and I started going in. And my thought was, I want my heart to just bust open, make sure it takes me out of here. Whew, thank God for mercy. That was the plan. And so there I was sitting there in my living room, crying, sad, depressed, not knowing how to manage in this thing called life. And so I started talking to God and I told God, how I felt. Didn't feel a need to be here and I wanted to die. And I told Him if He loved me the way I heard He loved His people, He would bring me home because this was not the place for me. And so there I went to work, snorting, heavy lines. And I felt my heart. I'm like thinking to myself, okay, it's about to go down. I feel that heart, the beating, it's getting stronger, faster. Eventually it's going to bust. That's my thinking. So I'm snorting and I'm getting high and it felt like I was just snorting forever and I'm still here and I'm like, God, what's happening? I'm not going yet. What's going on? Do some more. And I started crying heavy because I'm like, God, you don't even love me enough to take me out of here. You don't even love me, just talking crazy. And I remember falling asleep. I do remember that. I cried. Basically, I snorted and cried myself to sleep. Basically, is what I did. And while I was asleep, I heard God's voice. And He called my name. And He told me that I was not going to die. And in this dream, I'm yelling at Him, no, if you love me, you better let me die. I want to die. I have no reason to be here. I don't care. My daughter going to be fine. Let me die. I'm yelling. And in this calm voice, I hear God saying, you're not going to die. You're going to get up. You're going to take a shower. You're going to dump that cocaine. You're going to pray. You're going to go and get your daughter. You're going to come home and I'm going to use you. Like He's giving me these steps on what He's going to do. So when I woke up, I must have woke up and I'm looking around the room and I'm like, dang, I'm still here. I went to snorting again. And while I'm snorting, I can hear God's voice. That dream is replaying in my ears. And I'm like, I'm losing it. Study me dying. I done made myself go crazy. I done lost my mind. I feel like I'm hearing God talking to me. And I can hear God saying, repeating them steps. You're going to get up. You're going to take a shower. You're going to dump that cocaine. You're going to get your daughter. You're going to come home and you're going to live because I'm going to use you. So now I'm thinking I done gone crazy. I didn't die. I went crazy. So now everybody going to know what time it is. That's my thinking. So when I went to hit another line, it's like I couldn't do it. So I ended up putting it down, and I went to sleep. I went to sleep because when I woke up in the morning, I heard God. Take a shower. Dump that coat. Go get your daughter. Come home. I'm going to use you. So at this time, I'm not fighting that voice anymore because it won't escape me. It's just sticking there with me. And so I remember I looked down at the Coke. I got up. I flushed it. I took a shower. I went and got my daughter. I came home. And although the road has not been always easy, I'm still here. And for that, I'm thankful. I'm thankful. Because after that, God touched my heart and he started sending people my way. I started going to church. I started knowing more about him. I gave my life to Christ. And now I'm starting to build this relationship with my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And I'm so grateful that he didn't leave me in the mess and misery that I was in. But he stepped in and he saved me right on time. Right? And sometimes I think about that and I just have to say, Lord, I thank you that you didn't leave me where I was. I thank you that you loved me enough to save me from myself. And not only did you save me from myself, you saved my soul. So that's what I'm thankful for on this Thursday. My relationship. So when you see me doing what thus said the Lord, when you see me trying to show love and not hate, when you see me trying to be more like Christ, when you see me forgiving those who have hurt me and letting God take care of them in his way and in his time, when you see that, that don't just come from anywhere. I feel that's the least I can do after what he's done for me. Again, it's Thankful Thursday. And so I wanted to share something that I'm thankful for on this Thursday. And that's what I'm thankful for. My relationship with my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. It didn't come easy. It doesn't come easy. Because just like I say, I was in a dark place back then. But in this journey called life, there's going to always be some dark places that you encounter. And every time I feel like I can't go on, I don't want to go on, it's too much for me to bear, it's too much for me to handle. I think I take myself back in that living room when I was trying to commit suicide because I felt like I couldn't handle these things, this thing called life. When I take myself back there, I say, if God saved me from that, and it's nothing in this world I can go through that he won't save me from. So my faith is strong. But it's strong because I stand on a strong foundation. My faith in Jesus Christ. That's it. That's what I have for you on this Thankful Thursday. I pray that this testimony has blessed somebody's life. And if you're in a dark place or perhaps things are not working out the way that you thought it would work out, I'm telling you, I want you to feed yourself and build yourself in a relationship with the Lord, with your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I want to read something to you from the Bible, and it's coming from Romans, the 1st chapter and the 16th verse. We know our Apostle Paul wrote it, and he said, "For I'm not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation to everyone that believeth, to the Jew first and also to the Greek. For therein is the righteousness of God revealed from faith to faith, as it is written, the just shall live by faith." And that's what I live by. I live by faith. Now, if you want to hear more of that testimony, I talked about it in my book. This was my first release, Let Go and Let God. I got into great detail about how God has saved my soul. I want you all also talked about another part of my testimony in this book here, and the beat goes on. Make sure you go over to Amazon and pick up you a copy of both of those books. And let the Lord bless you, because again, I'm thankful for my relationship with Jesus Christ, and I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of it. That is my faith. That's what I'm thankful for. My faith in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So yeah, I want y'all to pray for me, because of course I'm going in another direction now. And you all have, some of you have been asking for, can we get another video? And I was like, nah, I'm taking baby steps. But God is saying, you know what? You done delayed yourself long enough, because I'm telling you, God has been trying to, well, God has been tugging at my heart to do these things for so many years, but I was standing in my way. And God is saying, the time now, honey, move out the way. You got some testimonies that's going to bless my people. Move out of the way. And so, yeah, I'm thankful that I'm in a position now that I allow God to use me as He will. So, let me know down in the comment section what you're thankful for. And make sure you tune in. First of all, subscribe to this channel, because every time I upload a new video, if you hit that notification bell, you're going to know when a new video has been uploaded. But make sure you tune in on Thursdays to check out my Thankful Thursday, because every Thursday I'm going to be coming with either a testimony. They may not all be lengthy, but whatever it is, it's going to bless your soul. So make sure you check me out Tuesdays at 10 for my regular uploads, and now here for Thankful Thursdays with Coach Renee. Thank you all for letting me share my testimony. I love you dearly.